Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Discipline Therapy Podcast. I'm your host, Theo Discipline. Alongside me is your other host, Sue Sotomayor. Jumping right into it. You know y'all are fiends, and we're here to give you what you need. And what you need is your dose weekly of Discipline Therapy, where not everything is completely free, as we're on Patreon for a plethora of exclusive content for you to see. But what is free is judgment free, sucker free, censor free, sensitive free, and plenty of liberty. God and the ancient ancestors are great, and that means everything else is straight. So go grab your wine, popcorn, or my favorite, roll a blunt, but make sure the children are in bed. Why? Because we have that soul food and sometimes vulgar conversation prepare your mind to be fed. Light one up, inhale life, and exhale strife. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are tuned in to the Discipline Therapy Podcast. We're here. Before we get into that, do that for me.
You got it.
Yeah, we've been slacking on that. Just want to say this show is sponsored by Robert Graham, RG. I'm wearing one of their collections. This is dope.
Oh,
Knowledge,
I like that.
wisdom, truth. Let me turn this because knowledge, wisdom, truth. Feel the
Can I touch that?
embroidery.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
high quality
Ooh,
embroidery.
I like that.
Here, look at this over here.
Ooh.
Right. And then the buttons, like feel the buttons.
That's
Okay.
classy stuff. That's high quality right
So the brand's been around since 2001.
there. You have thing over here too.
Yeah.
Oh, it has the initials. Wow, that's
Yeah.
fancy.
So
Fancy.
brand's been around since 2001. Um stationed in stationed in the city, Manhattan, for designing and stuff of that nature. There are places like physical stores all over the place. There's online, but there's stores in Long Island. There's a couple in the
Multiple?
city, Manhattan. There's Florida. There's Vegas. There's PA. There's Texas. The list goes on. You know, they look like they keep expanding as well. So if you look at this as I'm turning inside, you know, the quality of the stitching, it is rigorously done to perfection. You know, and it may be my opinion, but if you're into fashion, it is a luxury fashion brand. If you're into fashion, like you could feel it. If me, I'm the type of guy. If I never heard of a brand, I don't just buy online. To each their own. Me, I'm a type of guy. I would go to a store and actually feel the product, see it for myself, try it on. You don't know if it's true to size. You don't know if it's a little oversized. You need to go size up, size down. It is a male dominating brand, but they do have women's as well. I looked at a couple of their stuff, their bags. It's just like the Robert Graham like embroidery in gold. It's so like fire. You know what I mean? So clean. Um, I'm not gonna say the celebrities that wear the brand. You could Google. Maybe you'll be surprised. Maybe you know somebody.
I know somebody.
But other than that, that's the sponsors for today. Um, and the rest of the stuff we're on major listening platforms like the juggernauts iTunes and Spotify, also others like Deezer, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, just going off memory, Castbox, Overcast, and many more. EL Discipline books are on sale electronically, Kindle,
Nook.
Barnes and Noble also electronically, Nook, um, Amazon, etc. E.L Discipline books, and it will appear of where those
get 'em?
books are on what platforms, physical or virtual or electronic and stuff of that nature. We have Patreon down here for the visual people that are in attendance. All right, via Patreon. Also the links are in the description on our social media platforms as well. Links in the bio. That's for exclusive content behind the scenes. Each tier unlock different benefits. So just like I want to make that perfectly clear. Some people are not reading. They're just going and they're gonna be strategic and read before you subscribe to what you're going to get. If Seven says discipline therapy talk and some BDSM episodes of me doing solo shows, bloopers and behind the scenes won't be in there. So we are strict with what we put in there. Just because we might have 15 subscribers in the $7 a month, and we might have 5 subscribers for the 10. We might have 5 subscribers for 20 or 15. It doesn't mean because we have 15 in there, we're gonna change things up.
Right.
We might have 10 subscribers for just the $9.99 audio strictly books, which is audio. The coaching for $250 a month. The $20 a month where they get everything, a signed book by me. They get everything, bloopers, behind the scenes. They get discipline therapy talk. They get the BDSM episodes. They get the erotica memes by me and posts. They get the writings, erotica stories by me. $20 a month is the gold standard. You get everything included. Updates, upcoming stuff, news before social media's aware of it. Like you get all of that. So just be strategic and read everything before you subscribe. So you can schedule a call with me. We have our Cash App in the description. We have our emails for business inquiries. And if you want to venture sponsorship, or if you want to be a guest on the show, hit up those emails. Or if you don't want to do that and you do follow us online, or our social media is also in the description, and that's easier for you, you could shoot us a DM. We have some, intriguing topics, and those topics we could always use guests. I know you guys don't like sometimes just hearing what we gotta say. I'm just specific based off of lifestyle and stuff like that. I try to think outside of me, but I'm kind of like one way, and then she's neutral. So it's like always cool bringing other people on and seeing how they think. Maybe you relate to them. Maybe they hit something in your, frontal lobe or cortex, and it's triggering something that you wanted to say, and they said. So we bring different people on for those specific reasons as well.
Or that you could always, if you have a topic that you want us to talk about, you could let us know what that is also. DM
yes, yes. Cool.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So the topic for today, season 21, 227.
Nice guys or bad boys.
Okay.
Part 2.
All right. So we're gonna get into it.
All right.
The difference between nice guy and a gentleman.
I think the difference is a nice guy will do something even if he doesn't want to do it, just to be that nice guy. And I think that a gentleman does what's necessary, but in a respectful way.
So we agree on the nice guy. The nice guy is a yes man.
Yes.
Just to break it down in layman's terms.
Mm-hmm.
The nice guy does not have a backbone. The nice guy is not a leader. The nice guy is here to serve everybody. The nice guy is insecure. And that insecurity makes them flip flop to anywhere to be friends with this person. And that could be a leader too. You know what I mean? That could be a leader of a corporation or whatever it is. Like they're flip flopping. You know what I mean? They're trying to be friends with everybody, instead of doing what's right. So that's a nice guy. The nice guy gets trampled. The nice guy gets taken advantage of. The nice guy is not respected. The nice guy is not valued. The
Gets
nice
pick
guy is not
last.
valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the nice guy is um like, let's flip this, right. The nice guy is actually scary because the nice guy can be portraying fake tendencies.
Oh yeah, I believe that too.
So like people may not know of these terms, but we are electromagnetic
Mm.
and we go of vibrations, intuition. Some people don't aren't unaware of it, but the feeling, the feeling makes you react. So when you see nice guys, you hear them talk and whatever it is, and you're interacting with them, you have a feeling with them. You
Mm.
can't put your finger on it. The people that are in tune can immediately. Like I'm a Scorpio, that's part of my power. So I have a bullshitter, like a lie detector test. I'm a built-in one. Lie detector test incarnate. You know what I mean? So I could see bullshit. Like I'm very well read, body language, all that. What you say. So some people that are in tune, you might be able to pick up on that as well.
Mm.
That's a street smart skill. That's a
Yeah.
street smart skill. So you could see the bullshit with certain people, and you see that with nice guys. Now, for the ones that are not in tune, they feel the same way, and they just go off their feelings.
Mm.
They're not conscious of it. Um, that's what nice guys do. Nice guys will put you at risk, especially if a female is in a relationship with one. They
Yeah.
put you at risk for harm. They don't mitigate
Like
though,
friends, like if she's friends with him.
or in a relationship.
Oh, okay.
So they put you at risk for harm. They don't mitigate those potential risks, and and that's what comes down to, like, full circle of what I said in the beginning of the yes man.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
true.
oftentimes, like, for a woman, she may not make all the best decisions. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like a stressful situation. It's pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So going to the guy that, like, that's not good for her, but you want to please her, so you're gonna say yes. He
Mm.
puts you both at harm.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
so
true.
a gentleman is like synonymous with, I would say, masculine man. He's in his divine. The nice guy is toxic. He's
Mm.
unhealed, right? Unaware of himself. The gentleman, that's where I disagree. He doesn't do what's, you said, necessary. He he does what he believes is right, not specifically necessary. And maybe you need to give more context, so I maybe would agree with you on that, because you didn't. But for the gentleman is also synonymous with the good man. So the
Mm-hmm.
gentleman is bringing accountability. The gentleman is holding themselves accountable. The gentleman
Mm-hmm.
is doing what he believes is the right thing to do for people, team, um family, friends, and partner, or lover, or whatever it is, significant other. So the gentleman, let's say for example, um let's say for example, hmm okay, let me break it down. Let's say for example, a corporation. He meets a woman, um he shakes her hand. He's let's say she's coming in there, and he has to train her or something like that. He's going to do what he's going to do and train her and do his job in a sense of, he's a professional. You know what I mean? So he's a gentleman. When we look at a leader, right, who's leading a group of people, gentleman, he's going to um look at everybody's concerns and make the best decision for the team. Gentleman,
Mm-hmm.
he puts himself in the line of fire. He takes accountability. He leads by example. Gentleman.
Mm.
Um holds accountable for people. He holds himself accountable. He has discipline. Now in relationship, he will provide and protect for the partner, lover, significant other. Because he believes that, this is the right decision, the right thing to do, as she has appointed me the leader, and I'm stronger than her, superior, whatever, physically. So I need to protect. I need to provide, and it may not be in just a financial aspect. um the gentleman is you know just giving more context of protection. Back in the days, he would take off his blazer. Maybe it could be summer or it could be spring, and it's sun out, and then they get like a surprise shower, and they both didn't bring the umbrella or a jacket, and he has on a blazer. He takes it off. He said, I would get soaked. For you, you're in a blouse. So put it over your head, or stay here. I'll go get the car, and then I'll bring it closer, and then you could put this over your head. Hold your hand. Hold your hand. This is couple, because I'm breaking them down with different scenarios and environments, and people. Walks on the side of the traffic. Gentleman is always thinking of your safety. Advocates for consent. Gentleman, bad boy.
The bad boy, I think, is someone is the kind of guy that doesn't care what people think about him. He's gonna do what he feels is right, at but kind of like however he wants, without consideration. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't care. He's gonna get it however he's gonna get it.
I agree with that. So I'm gonna summarize.
Hey,
I'm gonna summarize for people,
good,
because I'm
because
glad
I'm off for
I'm glad you said that, because I'm gonna go back to the gentleman. I'm glad you said that. The gentleman has rules. That's where the accountability and discipline comes from. He has rules for himself and other people he's putting around his circle.
Yes.
The bad boy, just to summarize what you said, no rules.
Exactly.
No rules or no standards or free for all. And last show I think I talked about the film Breakfast Club, 1985.
Love that movie.
The rebel, the bad boy. So let's take a relationship, for example, right? Because we're not just a relationship podcast. We talk about everything. But we do mention that, because relationship is part of a lot of things, which is one of the reasons why we are here on earth today. Has to do with business and all this stuff. So let's talk about an intimate romantic relationship.
Okay.
Man and woman. It's heterosexual. The man, being a gentleman, I mentioned earlier, advocating for consent. So he has certain rules where maybe he believes in courting. So I'm not going to sleep with her on the first date because I don't know her.
Right.
I don't even know what I'm going to get myself into. Somebody crazy, whatnot, put me at risk. I built my empire. They could take it down. I don't know. Let me get to know them. Right? So they have certain rules. So those rules trump their urges. Those rules trump their horniness, just to speak in layman's terms for people. Those rules trump their desires, things that they want to get into, or guilty pleasures, or whatever it is, right? And those rules they follow from. So if he says, well, I never had sex on the first date, it doesn't matter what she's bringing to the table. He has those rules for himself, so he implements it in the dynamic. He says, we are not going to do it. We're going to challenge ourselves and see how far we can go to get there. Build, and then we can get it, because it's going to be easy. I know what I'm going to do for you and all that. They ain't skilled and whatnot, you know what I mean? Like, you probably never experienced this before, and it's going to be immaculate. But the build up is going to be immaculate. The anticipation, let that build, versus, oh, I cured that, and then we're not interested in each other anymore.
Right.
So the gentleman is like, oh, he already implemented that, and they're going to implement that in a sense. The bad boy could even follow the woman. Because remember, he's not open to rules. He's open to breaking them. So he don't even have rules for himself.
But what do you mean follows the woman?
So let's say the woman is saying, well, let's go here. And it's a dangerous environment. Well, let's have sex on the first date.
Mm.
And he's just like, oh, wow, I didn't believe this was going to be so easy. I ain't got to spend either. I ain't got to get to know her. Like, all those things. Like, so he'll engage, oh, let's be spontaneous. Let's do this here in the park. Like, didn't plan it out.
Right.
People, this and that. Maybe cops might be called. Didn't check where the cameras at. Didn't check where the exits are. Let's go in the restaurant bathroom. Didn't do any of his due diligence. He's just going with the flow.
The
So,
quota down below. You like that, right?
so a bad boy can engage in those things with no possible thought of what the ramifications would be. Like they're not playing chess.
Right.
Just to break it down. They're not looking at the possible outcomes of what things could be or where we go here, what will happen here, or myself and stuff of that nature.
Which is now putting the girl in problems too.
Yes. Now, when it pertains to the nice guy and the bad boy will always get picked because what that man is doing, that a lot of people will see is masculinity. What a lot of people now, mind you, a lot of the stuff I mentioned about the bad boy is toxic.
Yeah.
So there can be toxic, there can be toxic bad boys, and then it can be like there can be good men who have bad boy tendencies. So the toxic bad boy is just leading with adventure and dopamine, not logic, more like emotion, right? So in the regard of what would be picked, most women, 90% of them, 10 would choose the nice guy and see if they could work with that. 90% would choose the bad boy based off what those are going to enhance for her pertaining to her feelings and arousal. So that's one of the reasons why they will pick, because a lot of times women are loyal to their emotions. So where they feel good at is where they're going to engage and stay. So he might not be good for the future husband and stuff like that. But right now, he may not be Mr. Right, but for right now. Yeah. So that's the bad boy. And like they'll realize that and go with that even if there are bad consequences. You know what I'm saying? Because the woman likes excitement, not boring. And we're looking at excitement versus boring. You can't have like in between. So like,
is that what they mean by nice guys finish last, that bad boys finish first?
Well, there's not a term for bad or expression. Bad boys finish first. There is nice guys finish last. Yes, a lot of people are not explaining in depth, but in every regard, because you got to understand, like the nice guy, like we said earlier, is the yes man. He's the lack of backbone. He's going to put you first and stuff. And the bad boy is going to be like, well, I'm putting myself first. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. So I'm a go-getter. I'm a risk taker. I'm this. I'm that. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to wait for the opportunity to come to me. I'm going to go get it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's why I'm saying like there's toxic bad boys and then there's good men with toxic tendencies. Like that can be a toxic I'm sorry. There's good men with bad boy tendencies. So that can be a bad boy trait. Like assertiveness. And like, you know what? The rules might be wait to get picked. Fuck that. I'm picking the place I want to be at. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm going for that promotion. I'm going for that car. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Oh, if you work hard, good things come to those who work hard and hustle. Not necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it gotta be who you know. Working hard, they ain't gonna just get you it. Sometimes it's who you know. So I'm gonna make it to over here. I'm gonna travel here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So, like the bad boy has that in him, and the woman will see, ooh, that's kind of dominant. And now, like her wires inside the electromagnetic, like I said in the her wires, the electricity on her body, her mind, her soul is enthralled by that.
She
You know,
might not know even.
she's going off the feeling. She's not
Mm-hmm.
conscious of it. She's
Mm-hmm.
going
Like
off
you
the
said
feeling.
earlier, yeah.
Like they may not even know there's a term to it. So
Exactly.
they're just going with the feeling. They're going with, oh, I see guys do this, and I see guys like nice guys are like simps. They're like betas, right? They're panderers,
Mm-hmm.
right? They don't believe the stuff they say, but they tell you what you want to hear to get to
Yep,
maybe the
that too.
vagina,
Yeah.
right? The bad boy is telling you what you don't want to hear, the truth. The bad boy is, no, I told you don't dress like that. You're mine. And so is that body. You said it last night when I was piping you. So now it don't count because we not in there? We not in the bedroom? Did you mean that literal or figuratively? When you said your body was mine. So you mean that literal too, cool? Oh yeah, so you ain't dressing like that. Or else. See the bad boy? The nice guy? Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. I don't really like it, but fine. And then they'll tell their friends they don't like it. Well, why? Why? Well, I mean, she looks good, and this is eye candy. They settle. They settle for what they can get in life. The bad boys like, nah, I want it. It's already mine. I'm gonna get it. You know, so it's
But
like
he's
it.
like that with everything.
Yeah,
Not just
and
a
it's
woman.
kind of hard. I think
Mm-hmm.
the best man is the good man that has bad boy tendencies. The
Which is
man
this?
that needs to heal is like the toxic bad boy. Because
Yes.
just because that may work in like with the woman, when he does that in society, because he's not following their certain hierarchy or standards or whatnot, it backfires. You see,
Yeah, that's
so
true.
so that's like the toxic bad boy. The good man who has bad boy tendencies can differentiate. Oh, this place I transform.
Mm.
Can't speak like a nigga
Oh.
or can't do this or do that. I transform here. I can't vandalize. I can't boom, boom, boom. I can't do this. I can't do that. You know what I mean? This, but with this, I can. So they know how to play chess in specific environments. They know when to turn it up. The toxic bad boy can't help it. So it's cool. That's why you see them like doing certain things, and you see these women catching bids for those guys. Those guys leave those women with kids and then go to catch a bid and stuff like that. You mean those are toxic bad men. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even call them
Yep,
criminals.
definitely.
I wouldn't even call them criminals. Like, I don't believe they're criminals. There's
Why?
a lot
Yeah,
of people in the
that's
government.
criminal. That's criminal to do.
A lot of people in the government that are criminals.
Yeah, that's true too.
What vandalizing?
I mean, yeah, no, but you said other things like they get women pregnant and leave them to raise the babies by themselves. That's criminal. That's
Well, it could
abandonment.
be criminal for a gentleman. It could be criminal
But
for
you're saying that the bad boys
that's
don't think
yeah,
of it like that.
yeah. You know what I mean? So it's
That's
like
true.
it could it
Because they don't have a
like what
conscience.
is a criminal really? Because the government or the state or the land made those laws. So
No, that's
if
true.
those politicians and whatnot don't follow the same, aren't they criminals?
Yep, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So like the feds could be the biggest gangsters.
Yeah,
The
they
cops,
are.
the cops. Those are the real street gangsters probably, right? So like that's why I say I wouldn't even say they're criminals. Bad men maybe don't have God in them. They're not in their divine. Toxic. You know what I'm saying? So that's like differentiating. But even though it's like the analogy I use, McDonald's is the bad boy, and then like maybe vegan is the nice guy. Nah, McDonald's is cheaper. McDonald's is closer. McDonald's tastes good.
No, it's not.
No. I'm just telling you, this is how people probably thinking. That's why they engage. They know it's bad for them though.
I hope they know.
The vegan, it's hard. Organic is more expensive, difficult. Got to travel far to get it.
It's expensive.
It's a acquired taste. Like I'm not, my taste buds ain't used to it, so it's bland. I just want to spit it out. Want some broccoli? Broccoli, water? I want sweet. I want sweet. Like my taste buds gotta feel good, so it's not really resonating with my taste buds yet. Nice guys, bad boys. So they know even all those things. They know the man could be saying all these things to the woman. Listen, I've been in out of jail. I'm this, I'm that, I'm a criminal, and all that stuff. and she got a rescuer complex talking about, oh, well, he'll change for me. 'Cause I'm a good-hearted person. He'll adjust. He had the wrong thing. Maybe he didn't love his mother. Doesn't get along with his parents. I can change him. I can do this. I can do that. He'll be fine. She still accepts. And then it's like, well, he don't treat me like that. Like the track Soldier with Destiny's Child, a rude boy that's good to me with street credibility. Yeah, he's a rude boy that treats you good, and then it's like when he's pissed off and you bring in that street or aggression with him, and he sees masculine, not feminine or submissive, now he bring masculine with you and aggression and all that stuff and maybe abuse and all that because he don't look at you like a feminine. He's looking at battle energy, masculine. I battle masculine, so I'm gonna give her street and hood too. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, oh, I never thought he would do this to me. Yeah, this is who he is. You know, so they even could see all of that, but they think that they're special. They think that they're going to be exempt to that.
The women?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, but they will still pick it, like the McDonald's situation. You know, so that's what it comes down to.
So nice and kind. Is a nice guy a good man?
What do you think?
Is a nice guy a good man? No. I think a nice guy is like, you hear that saying, a wolf in sheep's clothing?
Mm-hmm.
That's what a nice guy is.
So I'm going to challenge that. Why?
Oh, shoot.
Why?
Because he's the type, like I said before, to do things even though he doesn't want to, because at the end of it, he's going to expect something. Like, he's waiting there his turn. He's that friend that that he's always there to support her when something happens and then encourages her. I'm just going like it's making the story. See, I'm hanging out with you too much. Like if she's gonna break up with her boyfriend, encourages her to do so he could slide in there. That's what a nice guy does. A good man doesn't do that. A good man is honest and either, not either. He's honest, he states his boundaries and then puts the ball in her court. Now, what are you gonna do?
This is a two-part question. So you mentioned what that is. So now nice and kind.
Oh, my bad. Kind. What's the difference between nice and kind? I mean, I think someone who's kind. I think someone who's kind can be nice, but I don't necessarily think somebody who's nice is always kind. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody who's kind. I think nice is like being there's a word. Cordial.
Okay.
And someone who's kind is someone who does things genuinely, that doesn't expect anything. Like they really want to help you. They really want to help you do some, whatever it is that you need.
So you think nice comes with ulterior motives?
Sometimes.
Okay, I believe all the time. So the difference between, for me, nice and kind is selective.
Selective?
Yeah, kind is selective. So I'm rude. I'm an asshole. But the people that know me be like, you ain't an asshole. You just blunt. You just straight up. You're passionate. You're not intense. You're assertive. You're not aggressive. People that know me be like, yo, he a dick. Pause. He a asshole. He's this and that. But I accept that though. So to me, it's like I'm kind with my family. I'm kind with my significant others or whatever. I'm kind with that maybe in public, I'm holding the door to someone or whatever for someone or whatever it is. I'm kind to people less fortunate, like a homeless person or something like that. Right? Now, with kindness, it's like reciprocal. Because remember, I told you before, I'm rude. So I'm selective. So I'm not nice as you're like that with everybody. No matter what. they treat you bad, they betray you, and all that, you still continue to be an idiot and be nice to them. They abused you, you're still nice to them. Me, my kindness comes with conditions. I'm not a nice guy. I'm a good man who's kind and a gentleman. So that comes with conditions. Because when those conditions are not met and or they were reciprocated or whatever it is, or in any type of fashion, I take that gentleman away. I take the dominant away. I take the kindness away. So it is conditional. Like I said in one of the show's prior episodes, we don't have shows, they're educational. So episodes. I said I'm respectful, I'm a respectable person, but I do that hoping to get respect in return. So I'm respectful first. As a leader, I set the tone. If you don't reciprocate, then fuck you. That's how I feel. I'm not giving you that anymore. So that's the same thing with kindness. And this is not no true or false. This is just you and my perspective on what it is. And we're also looking like subjectively for us and objectively. So I believe like subjectively and objectively what those two are differentiating what it is. For me, like kindness is like you said, you're doing it without getting anything in return. I'm going to give you an example. Let's talk about a couple of scenarios. Um let's talk about a couple of scenarios. I opened the door for the older lady, the older man, younger woman. I opened the door. Boom. Okay. Kindness, right? I'm not looking for like for you to open the door for me, but I'm expecting you to say thank you. Now when you're not saying thank you, yeah, I'm like fuck you. We could both be on the same line. Let's say it's a supermarket. We could both be on the same line. You're behind me. I'm done. Now you're following me out. Yeah, I'm leaving the door. Now you get your own door. That shit could slap you in the face if you're not paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I am, because I remembered that I keep the grudge of a Scorpio, because I am a Scorpio, of you didn't say thank you. You weren't, you didn't appreciate my kindness. You know what I mean? And now you're looking at it as weakness. No, I'm not weak. See, the lion is sleeping in me. He ain't dead. Any given time he could wake up. Depending on what energy you give me, I give it to you back. So that's kindness, I believe. Nice is you let people walk all over you and you continue to be nice to the people walking all over you. Disrespecting you, berating you, just egregious stuff. Egregious stuff to you.
Yeah,
your family, friends, children. You know what I'm saying? And you're just like, oh well, this is how I am. You're somebody that's not healed. Poor you. You got poor values. You something wrong with you mentally. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. I'm not saying it's the truth, but that's just my perspective on it. So, is a nice guy a good man? Hell no. Because a good man is coming with values. A good man is coming with principles. A good man is coming with accountability, discipline. The nice guy is a free-for-all dude. Even though he wants to do this stuff, he don't have the backbone to like state the law. So he's like, in his mind, he might want, like, yo, she just told me she's allergic to this. Like, maybe it's chocolate chip cookies. And she wants to go to a bakery that doesn't. She says she's craving chocolate chip cookies. She just told me she's allergic to chocolate chip cookies. And he's like, oh, well, I want to go here. In his mind, he's talking to himself like a voiceover in a movie. He just told me she's allergic to it. But his mouth is shut. And she's like, and he's just smiling fake. Yeah, but he's thinking about this, the voiceover. He's like, yo, this bitch is crazy. Like, she want to go to the hospital or something, get an EpiPen and some shit like that. What's going on? And then he says yes. He doesn't put the law in being like, what's wrong with you? You said you're allergic. No, we're not going there. And she's looking at it like, oh, well, he's being a dick, pause, or whatever it is. But the good woman who's healed is like, oh, he cares about me. I just maybe not like the delivery. It could have been a little bit nicer the way he said it, but he cares about me. Oh, I love him even more. The smart woman, the woman who's healed, the woman who's just spoiled and all that, she ends up getting with the nice guy because that's their compatibility, right? The spoiled woman that got no rules in her life, no discipline, never had a dominant or masculine man. She gets with the nice guy, beta simp, mangina, right? So she run all over him. She do all that, and the moment he kind of just says no, she's like, make him feel bad about it. Then he, you know, like lays down, tail between the legs and stuff. And he's like, oh, he gives in.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the difference. The good man is bringing all these things, and mind you, the woman is saying, oh, he cares about me. In actuality, he's a good man because he cares about my safety. He's a good man because he told me no for potential harm. He's a good man because he's thinking logical in all the aspects of what could possibly be the bad ramifications. He's a good man because he actually took the time. He's a good man because he's implementing law. He's a good man bringing masculinity. He's a good man, dominant. Leader, leading with conviction. He's a good man. So that's the difference for what I believe.
If women choose bad boy, are they criminally insane, toxic, or have unhealed trauma? Is there something bad inside them, which is why they gravitate towards bad? I feel like that is something unhealed, like something that they're working through, as young. You know what I mean? Like if you're an older person, female, and you're still gravitating towards, bad boys, then you haven't healed yourself. That's
Yeah. Yeah. Because like you gotta understand, like, this is a persona. Like I mentioned earlier, this is not
the
you.
bad boy.
Yeah, this is not you have it in you. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna explain with my lifestyle. I've always said and they're on Patreon now, but I just give them a snippet. I've always said I'm a dominant 24/7, but in certain environments I could be a sadist because of those tendencies. Could be bedroom, could be revenge, could be.
Do you want to tell them define sadist or no?
Oh yeah, so it's someone who just enjoys inflicting pain. You know, and the receiver is the masochist. They love it. So that could be psychological, could be humiliation, could be physical impact, stuff like that, right? So that's an example, right? But I'm not a sadist. So I'll reiterate. I have those tendencies. It's circumstantial. 24/7 dom, 24/7 gentleman, 24/7 masculine, 24/7 good man. So we're talking about this is a persona. This is the thing. You're a bad boy. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't have like good man tendencies, this, that, all these things. You cannot transform. You don't wear many hats.
Right.
Just for layman's terms for them. You don't wear many hats. You're one way, one dimensional. You know, so just so they can understand now, when you're that and you're bringing those toxicities and you're like that because of unhealed trauma, I believe that those females who are criminally insane, toxic, and have unresolved trauma, like they connect with them because they're like, oh, we from the same cloth. We cut from the same cloth without saying that directly, like that.
I thought you were saying that we have to pick one.
If women choose bad boys, are they criminally insane? Is there bad inside? It's a two-part.
No. Are they criminally insane, toxic, or have unhealed trauma? I thought we had to pick from those as to why they choose the bad boy.
You could pick one, but they could all be tied in to why you like that person. And then like there's something bad inside them. See, opposites attract, but there's something in you that connects with that. See, the bad boy bring some out in the good girl that she wants to bring out, but due to potential judgment, all this scrutiny, family, whatever, society, reputation to uphold and all that, she doesn't. But she thinks it, she got it inside, and he could see through her like glass, and he brings it out. And that's something that makes that draws her to him, because she's like, ooh, people don't do that,
Mm.
especially men. That's intriguing. That's like a mysterious power. So I'm gravitating towards the person that unlocked that. Like you making her alive.
Mm.
So you're kind of like freeing her soul, right?
Mm.
So she's
Yeah.
gravitating towards the gatekeeper,
Mm-hmm.
which is him. So I believe that they do, and then like for the bad boy to love the good girl, pristine and goody two shoes, there might be something in them that they're
Mm.
like prideful about to reveal, but there's something tiny that's like good there. Oh, you don't have like a completely bad heart, because
Yeah.
then he wouldn't get with the pristine goody two shoes. He would get with hoes. He would get with chicks who are into criminality too, that do what he do. Street chicks.
Right, but wouldn't the unhealed trauma girl be like you know what I mean? Like he would he go with her? Because that's who we talked about first. If the woman chooses a bad boy, are they criminally staying toxic or have unhealed trauma?
Yeah,
So if the bad boy chooses the girl who has unhealed trauma, um,
he's looking at it like, yo, we the same. We cut from the same cloth.
mm,
It's like women. We not putting it on men. But I was doing the male side to try to make them understand. But
mm-hmm,
this is women, because women have the power to of choice.
that's
Women
true.
submit, right? You get 5 dudes, 10 dudes, 20 dudes hitting you up on a daily basis, but she's gonna decide when she wants to be in a relationship or not. She gonna
Mm-hmm.
tell all of them, "Yo, I'm on my healing journey." There's gonna be one of them that's gonna be slapping it, and turning it over and piping it in the background. She'll never say, you know what I mean, to get those sexual needs met, but they'll tell the other ones like, "Oh yeah, healing journey, not ready for now, not ready to get to know somebody, whatever it is." But like, in regards to that, like, she's still choosing. That's why we put it
Yes.
on the women. Choose.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that they do have that in them, but because they don't have that confidence to do it and get away with it, they don't have the confidence to be like that and not get shamed, but they think about doing it and be, that's what gravitates to them, because they're like, wow, he's he's doing that and don't care about the scrutiny. Wow,
Mm.
he's doing that and don't care how people view him. Wow, he's saying that and don't, oh my God, like,
Yeah, he's speaking
I
his
want to be,
mind.
around him.
Mm.
Give me that confidence and whatnot. So it's kind of like attractive in that regard. They have
Very.
that in them, because
Mm-hmm.
then they would shy away from them.
That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying? So it's like I think that they gravitate towards that based off the excitement, the dopamine hit. And at the end of the day, I'll reiterate, they're loyal to their emotions. So the serotonin, the mood stabilizer, the chemical that drip, and it's like her brain is like doing circles. Like there's like a hamster on a wheel.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And she's looking in that regard, is making female parts tingle too now. Drench probably, like goosebumps and all that. So it's like that feeling, she run into it. The nice
Mm.
guy don't do that for me.
You don't bring that
Like
feeling.
he's the right choice on paper. He's the right choice. But that I feel safer.
Mm.
I feel safer actually. The irony, tell me no, hold me accountable, da 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 da, wants to do this, wants to do that. I kind of feel safer. It's an irony. You know what I mean? So like, and also freedom of being able to express without the fear of judgment. Cause the bad boy is like, oh yeah, do that. Oh, you wanna roll that blunt? Yeah, 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 do that. The nice guy is like, I don't know. Don't know if I want to do that with you. Makes you feel bad for it and stuff like that. So you gotta understand those two things. How she's
Mm.
feeling like emotionally and aroused, and then where she feeling like more comfortable and safe.
Mm.
Those two things play a factor of her choice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like the irony about the comfort is it may not even be good for her. But like I said, it's comfort there. Like, oh, I feel safe, protected, or whatever it is. But it may not be good for her. Like thinking about the future. You know what we could possibly get into. Bonnie Parker, she was a good woman. Then she met Clyde, right?
Mm-hmm.
Burrow, and he was just like, "Yo, I want you, and this is what I do. You riding with me?
She was like, yep.
Yep." Bonnie and Clyde, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't like that. So she was not looking at the possible ramifications. It was a high for her. She, like, we ain't never gonna get caught. This ain't never gonna be like. They weren't thinking about the future. They were thinking day by day.
Mm-hmm.
And he make me feel good. I'm safe and da da da. He's providing.
I
They,
don't know
they
about safe.
yeah, well, technically, but how she was looking at safe,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
maybe, you know what I'm saying? Safe with him and this and that in regard. Hey, I ain't got shit. Like he's putting me on, he's giving me this. It's because of me. He woke me up. He made me feel alive. So because of my
Mm.
loyalty genes as a woman, I'm gravitating towards the man that helped me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gravitating towards the man that elevated me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that could be the circumstance. Are nice guys boring and bad boys exciting, which is why bad is the guy that wins? Yes.
I
Do we
agree.
naturally tend to go towards what feels good but is bad for us, or bad in general, or even society? Yes.
I agree. But not everybody. There's those types of people that just won't, but most people, yeah.
Yeah, most people. Yeah. I think
The
like,
curious ones, like the black sheep ones, will go because that's exciting and they want to learn what that
yeah,
is. You know what I'm saying?
taboo and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, the curiosity. Eventually, like, eventually the curiosity, especially if it's not like a one time thing. Like you're
Right.
constantly seeing it, hearing
Yeah.
it, whatever, in an
Feeling it.
environment, feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like, now that's triggering desire. And as that's triggering desire, it's going to eventually force you to move and make a choice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think that's what, um, the bad boys do. You know what I'm saying? Like we had, this is a part three, right? We
Part
had,
three. I thought it was a part two.
I don't know.
Part two.
Part two?
Part two.
Part two. So we had a part one. It could be a part three. We had a part one, season one, episode 5. It
Oh.
was just audio. It's on YouTube and major audio platforms. Bad Boys, Good Girls, and then we talked about that, or and then Nice Guys and stuff like that. And in my first book, The Seduction of Discipline, chapter 5, The Life of a Dominant, is also in there.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 22, Good Girls, Bad Boys, it's also in there. Um, so just differentiating, what it is and what these guys actually do, not just for women. The funny thing about it is for other, like, people. You know what I mean? Maybe even animals. Like you hold your dog or cat accountable. Like, oh, if you do this, why'd you chew on that shoe? What did I tell you? Now you're gonna be in the cage.
Mm.
Now you're gonna be in the cage. You only gonna come out for food and to shit or urinate. Now you're gonna be in the cage. Now you don't get the pleasure of being here in the living room or whatever it is, or being
Mm.
with
The
me or
family.
whatever it is, right? You know what I mean? So they hold you accountable, and that sticks with them. And think, oh shit, I got yelled at. Oh shit, I got punishment. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Versus, oh, don't worry, it's okay. Oh, you scratched the kids. You bit the kids. It's okay. Like you don't reprimand the dog or the cat
Right.
or whatever in no fashion because you're the nice person. So even the bad boy, like society love him.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Society loved them. You know. So that's what I think. I just think that like bad is like good, which is the irony for a lot of people. It translates like that in their mind. And then that curiosity, like you said, I want to know why they bad.
Hmm. But
Mysterious. I don't
I also feel like bad, like how you said, like in this other question, like is a woman who chooses a bad boy, like is she insane or has just trauma, unhealed trauma? I think the bad boy is a guy who has unhealed trauma, and then with like working through it or whatever, he becomes that gentleman. You know what I mean? Because if you still stay a bad boy, you could have, like you said, a gentleman has those bad boy traits, right? But if you remain a bad boy until like your older years, like what are you doing? You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
people. Yeah, what you're talking about is like someone who's reformed. Like,
But right.
if see, you can't have it the other way around. Like the nice guy, goody two shoes, shy, like beta, simp, whatever you want to say, right? Feminine energy, right? That's what it's associated with. Like he he's like that for a reason, right? And the only like if he's been like that for a long time, let's say like 20 years, even if he heals, right? Cuz like healing first, and I always say this in every show, they could go back and stuff. You got to watch the whole show. You got to watch the whole episode. I'm sorry. I keep saying show. You guys got to watch the whole episode. Listen to everything. Don't just skip, because if you don't, you're going to miss something.
Mm-hmm.
So when they go back, you'll hear me saying you got to heal the brain first, the
Mm-hmm.
mind. Even in
Exactly.
captions,
Heal the mind.
even in captions in my social media, you got to heal the mind prior, because you could research this. What organ is responsible for all bodily functions?
The
The
brain.
brain. So, like, you gotta heal up here first. So now, how do you do that? Education. Then you start applying it, and then boom, everything else play into factor. Now,
Mm-hmm.
how you think is different. How you move.
Yeah.
So now, even if they heal their mind, they're still a nice person. They're still a nice guy. You
Mm-hmm.
can't now transition into the bad boy.
That's true.
But the bad boy could heal and 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 um and transition into the good man, not the nice guy, because that bad boy's fighting. That bad
Yeah.
boy's fighting. That pride, that ego is fighting from to be too nice. Good man, but he's at an advantage more than the nice guy, because he still got that. So
Mm.
when it's
That's
necessary,
true. He
when
can
it's
bring it out.
necessary for the bad boy to come out, he's at a better advantage. God forbid a trespasser.
Yeah.
Time to transform.
Mm-hmm.
She's not doing the right thing, making the right decisions. I'll go to the scenario earlier. You're allergic to chocolate chip cookies, and you got a craving for that for some reason. No, that's out the question. Last time you asked me that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's still a good man, but he
Mm-hmm.
brings that in based off is circumstantial.
Yeah.
You know, but the nice guy, when he heals, yes, he can heal and he can learn how he is, but it's gonna be hard for him to transition. Just like when I talk about my lifestyle, you can't create a dom. You
Mm.
can't. See, you got hyenas and you got lions. Lion is born a lion. Superman's born a Superman. Batman is really Bruce Wayne. Okay, let's be honest. Batman is really Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne ain't a superhero until he wear the costume. Superman was born Superman. He wears the costume of Clark Kent to mesh with like Bruce Wayne, human. But he
Mm.
born a god. So everybody could act, but you got the people that are born.
Mm. That's
So
true.
the nice guy, he kind of fucked. You know, because he's been doing that for so long, and he could try, but he not gonna be comfortable
Mm.
transitioning into that
Or
type of
successful though.
moniker
Right.
and be successful, because it's not his authentic
Right.
self.
Right.
Perfect. Perfect that you said that. It's not gonna be successful for him because
That's
he's
it.
not even being him.
Mm-hmm.
He's not being
Exactly.
him. He's being what
Exactly.
society wants him to be. He's being what the girl wants him to be. That
He's
girl,
a wolf
that
in sheep's
cheap clothing.
clothing.
That girl been with bad boys already. She like, they fucked me over and this and that. I want to try something different. I feel like the nice boy is gonna, the nice man or
Nice
whatever,
guy.
nice guy is gonna um be better and stuff like that and treat me better. And then meanwhile, it's good for a couple of weeks. Then she get the urges and stuff and those dark desires and those wants. We had the last show, needs and wants, right? Can any man provide for her for all women's needs, but mere impossible for their wants? Now those wants maybe can't be met. Now she starts to resent him. Now she starts to be dominant towards him. Now she starts to disrespect him. Now she starts to cheat on him. You know what I'm saying? She was loyal to the bad boys though, when she shouldn't have been. Irony, now she's cheating on a nice dude because she's not present there. He doesn't make her present there. You know, so it's gonna be hard because it's not in him. The bad boy has the advantage. Heal, get closer to God, and you are the best of both worlds. The nice guy, unfortunately, cannot be the best of both worlds because he's been doing that for so long.
Like you say that, and you mean like he don't know how to get out of it? Like that's
Yeah,
just part of.
yeah. You know what I mean? So he's not, like you used the word earlier, multi-dimensional. He's only one-dimensional. And it's like for a woman, society, kids, family, and stuff of that nature, you as a man, you cannot be one-dimensional. It's really impossible. You can't just be a bad boy. You can't just be a nice guy.
Right.
You can't just be a good man all the time. It just doesn't work because we're not in a society anymore where, like, you know, we're in a different time.
Yeah, an awful time.
You know, we're in a different time. Not all the women act the same, be the same, dress the same, you know, do the same stuff, engage in the same stuff.
Think the same way.
Kids are being raised by kids. The school system is messed up. So many things. You know what I'm saying? That these type of men are needed. You know, in that regard. The good man who has bad boy tendencies. They're needed in those regards. In society. In a on a team. In a relationship. To lead a family.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Leading a family is not simply, oh yeah, well, I'm the breadwinner. There's a lot of beta male providers. There's a lot of beta male financial providers out there. That's not just the key to leading a family. You know what I'm saying? So these guys like are really, really needed. And, you know, it's just all about the healing process. Like you gotta know yourself and you gotta be comfortable with that. You being comfortable in your own skin and knowing yourself and happy with that, like nobody can derail the train off the track.
Or if you notice that you're not happy, and you don't know if it's with yourself or what, then you should work on that.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts on nice guys or bad boys? Neither. No, you have to pick, right? Okay, bad boys. Because I think, like I said before, bad boys, if they, I feel, are guys that are, have some sort of trauma or, are unhealed or something like that. And if they, work on themselves, then, like you said, they become the best of both worlds. And a nice guy, with how I see them, they're always up to something. Like they're waiting in the wings for their turn.
Like I used this like oxymoron in the past. They're a patient wolf,
Yes, exactly.
you know. So um yeah, I mean me, I would say neither. I would say go with the good man. But to pick one, I would say the bad boy. But the bad boy needs guidance
Yeah.
to get him off that path. Because if he just navigates through being a bad boy, good things are not coming for him. Bad things are just like I tell these OnlyFans chicks and stuff like that. Like if you keep doing what you're doing, it's the same thing for bad boys.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, it's it. You guys are temporary pleasure. That's what it is. Y'all are temporary pleasure. That's what it comes down to. Like you're not like to the toxic bad boy. You're not bringing intangible value or valuable things,
Mm.
to the table for society, family, women, other men. That's why I say they need guidance because they already okay. The bad is good because I always used to say in the past, it's good for men to have danger in them. It's good for a man to be dangerous, but you got to be calculating and methodical and have emotional intelligence to know how to control that and when to bring it out. You're not
Mm.
just sporadic with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that makes you powerful because you're multidimensional. So that's why I say it takes the guidance. When I was younger, I had a lot of aggression. What helped me? I'm giving them context. So
Mm-hmm.
because they might be like, how? Um, what helped me was sports. Sports saved my life. I spent a lot of time in the streets, in the hood.
Mm.
You mean like they know this, you know this? You know what I'm saying? Even though I grew up in the church, I did both. I did dirt in the street, and the fucked up thing was I went right to church to go fucking pray. You'd be like, what the fuck? That's crazy that he's doing that. The same night service, the same night. You mean
You went to absolve yourself,
I
like,
could
Lord, I'm
talk about
sorry.
stuff like this because I'm comfortable in my skin. I
Mm-hmm.
don't care.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not like that no more. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I'm saying they can be reformed. The other way around, very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. So that's why I say they need guidance. Sports saved my life. I may
Mm-hmm.
not be here if it wasn't for it. You need that dominant male figure that's gonna be like, no, no, no. Yo ass got a curfew now. What? Ain't nobody tell me, you motherfucker. Ain't nobody. Oh yeah, you want to get rowdy? No problem. Juvenile facilities. Oh, you want to get rowdy? No problem. This what we gonna do for you. You special. You special in the group. You think you a gangster? Okay, we gonna show you who real G is. We gonna show you who the real G is. And now they get that discipline. Now they get that accountability. Now they on the things. Remember when I mentioned earlier, the bad boys sporadic, spontaneous, don't got no rules. The guidance is gonna help them build those. So now they'll always have that bad boy in them, but they elevate.
Mm. They
They
build
elevate.
character.
They build character. Perfect word choice. They build
I'm on
character
a
now.
roll right now.
So now that character allows them to dominate in society, in family, in a relationship with their family because they're versatile.
Mm.
They're versatile. You know what I'm saying? Multifaceted. You know that helps them out. You mean and the irony about that bad boy, they're now using it for good or to protect or
Mm.
to implement this and that. So now it's no longer toxic. I still got that power. Like Superman, they feared him,
Mm.
government and stuff like that, because they did not know. They said, "What if he gets angry? He's on our side now. We gotta find something to control him, kill
Mm.
him." But Superman was like just listening to his dad and his parents. Oh, the S on your chest means hope. You're gonna be on Earth. We're gonna die here, Krypton. But Kal-El, you need to go to Earth and you need to save people and you need to do this. You're gonna be the go-to. So he just thought good. But what happens when Superman is bad? So he got that in him. He got that power to do bad, but he'll do good. See, with the right guidance, especially male guidance, right? Those bad boys that are toxic can elevate. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I believe can work because
That is
it's kind of like that. I'm picking it. I'm picking it because it's like those guys have potential. It's
exactly.
just like when I saw the X-Men first class when Xavier said, "Well, this is a school for the gifted."
Mm-hmm.
And he was reveal like helping them control their powers. So
Yep.
the bad boy got power.
Mhm.
Now he gotta make with the education. Now he has choice. Now he has choice to figure out, well, what type of man you want to be now, and what do you want to do with that power, good or bad?
Mhm.
Because this is what the bad's gonna get you. This is what the good's gonna get you. See, I coach a lot of males and females, so like a lot of our sessions are confidential,
Mm.
but I know what to talk to them and say to them and stuff like that because I don't just have powers when I write. I don't just have powers when I speak. I have powers to motivate and inspire.
Mhm.
So like I picked the bad boy over the nice guy because they can be rehabilitated. I feel like the nice guy's a lost cause
Mm.
because he's evil. That's the irony about it. He's evil. I'll agree with you, Sue. He not trustworthy. He got
Mhm.
ulterior motive. So that's why you can't help him. Because he's not even gonna be real with you. If I sit at a session with a client, I want them to be vulnerable. That's part of the contract.
Mhm.
That's part of the contract. If you trying to obtain a goal, you need to be vulnerable with me to let me know why you can't obtain it. You gotta be vulnerable. You gotta tell me everything, especially what makes you feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable in certain things, then you gotta say that. But you gotta be vulnerable because I can't help you if you're not being vulnerable. The nice guy ain't being vulnerable.
Mm.
He clearly concealing, and especially his intentions, not even who he truly is. Who he truly is one, but he's concealing his intentions. So how can I help him when he can't even be vulnerable?
Mhm.
So I'm not even gonna waste my time. The bad boy, he's already straight up. He don't give a
Mhm.
fuck.
Mhm.
So I'm even though it might be a project or a little bit difficult, I would be more inclined to leaning towards the bad boy and helping him out
Mhm.
or them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And they could probably learn from my experience, and I might change them more because I know where they come from. I was your age before you was never mine. Keep that in mind. So the shit
Exactly.
I tell you, yeah, maybe you should take the consideration.
It counts. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So in that regard, like that can also like help. Like I said, the nice guy won't be vulnerable with me. Yo, why you pandering to these chicks? To these chicks? Why you doing that?
Mm.
Why are you doing it? Why are you a simp? Oh, I'm proud of being a simp. Ain't no man proud of that. So I could already see your bullshit. So like I cannot help you if you're not gonna be honest with me. See, it's a lost cause. They could be healed, but they can't transition to the bad boy and have those tendencies. The bad boy can elevate to good man, get closer with God, be divine, and then always still have that bad boy where he could use it for good now. Protection, provision, security, danger. You know what I'm saying? Like he could use it for good. That's
Mm.
also a power. See, the nice guy can't be powerful because he unhealed. He's the real toxicity.
Mhm.
He unhealed. Clearly he's concealing too. That's evil. That's like manipulation. You tricking somebody.
Yep.
And you engaging in tricking
You're tricking.
activity.
Yep.
Yeah, girl, what's your cash app? Nigga, you just met her. Such a nice guy. Fucking nice guy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, no, that's definitely ulterior motives right there. You're not a good Samaritan. She's not a relative. You're gonna want something in return.
Mhm.
You tricking people. You know what I'm saying? That is like somebody you cannot help. And this is the problem too in society where it's like, yo, if five dudes say no and three say yes, the chicks are gonna keep doing what they're doing because the men are not coming together. And that's the nice guys that's fucking it up for us. So we don't even like them because they're messing things up for even the dating market and society. They're tricking
Mm.
the this, the that, not holding them accountable, letting them dress however they want, even when they're in relationships with them. They're messing it up.
Mhm.
So now when these guys like me coming out and be like, Well, I don't tolerate that. I'm not going to be present here. I'm not going to give you emotions. I'm not going to be vulnerable. I'm not going to give you rewards when you're doing this stuff, that type of activity and behaving like this.
Right.
You're not getting these rewards. And then, oh, well, I could just go to this guy. And the other guy, she's giving him the same energy as me. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm laid back. I'm cool. You see? He's fucking the game up. Because now, even though she really want to be with me, I'm the one that's gonna fulfill all her needs and her wants. It's like, and make her feel more secure and protection and stuff like that. But she going like, oh well, he just gonna let me do everything and whatever, and I'm gonna have fun here because I can run shit and have fun and do all these things and still like be able to get into a relationship, but still be independent. So I could do independent shit and still be in a relationship. So yeah, that's cool. Like mad guys will say that. Those other dudes, forget them. Yeah, they were my type, but you know, I can still do this. You know what I mean? Like they're messing it up. So if we all stick together, then things will change because it's like, yo, now you can't go to. So now the 3 guys get with the 5 guys, and now she's stuck. And the fact that now she's stuck and there's no more saying yes, now she got no choice to adjust.
I see. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you could be a masculine man coming in and implementing all these, and it's not gonna make her adjust.
That's true.
It's not, because there's always a simp that's gonna boom, 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 boom. But when everybody stick together, and it's just like now they're like, I got no choice.
You think it's that easy to get rid of simp?
No, it's not, because it's just male nature that just kind of wanna like go their own way still, but also the urges that you kick in, like, yo, bro, y'all being fucking granddaddies and boring like old school dudes, and look, I'm getting buns. Yeah, I got to simp a little bit, but I'm getting buns. You're not getting buns, see? Ha, na, 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 na. So that's why that's why it'll be hard for them, because pussy is power. Pause, dick is control. But the power of the pussy, right? They just feed into that. But when you're a dude that exercises control, you don't get controlled by pussy. And that's why you could implement those rules. And if they don't follow the program, you're like, boom, go. Because I dominate in that area too. So those other guys that are nice will be like, yo, it's already hard to get pussy. So I'll just keep simping. I'm playing the game. You should try it. Meanwhile, those other guys, they have integrity. They're not gonna play a game. They're gonna be their authentic self. They're gonna tell the truth. They're gonna be like, I don't vibe with that. The other guy agrees with him, but he's gonna do what the woman wants and be, so he could get the buns.
The nice guy?
Yeah. And clap those cheeks. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he's doing it for, ultimately. But that's why it's gonna be hard. That's why it's so hard to make them transition and be masculine. They're just in their feminine era. They're in their soft girl era. I'm talking about males. Like they're in their soft girl era. You know what I'm saying? Because of that. You know, so it's kind of hard for them to like, have them pump their chest and get on board.
Wait, did you hear? I think I sent it to you. There's a study that says about a guy's Adam's apple that like it shows how it's been more prominent years ago. Yeah. And if you look at a guy now, it's barely noticeable. I was like, oh my god.
Mine is still noticeable.
Yeah. So I looked at my son, I was like, show me your Adam's apple. His is very noticeable too. But yeah, that's crazy. And they're saying it's because of the food that we're eating, and damn, it's something else.
Yeah, I think we gotta talk about that Epstein file too. That's part of that. But on Patreon.
Because of something that you said.
Yeah. The Epstein file. Like, but like, that's how it has to be. That's how it has to be in order for the transition to occur. It's like there gotta be a group of leaders in males that are like, nope, we're putting our foot down. We're all saying the same thing with this, with that. Like, women are the problem. Like, this needs to be said. Like, no, I'm sorry. Let me reiterate. Females are the problem, not women, because women is divine. So all females are the problem. They're not healed and stuff like that. That's what it comes down to. They the ones that's the problem. And just to put it in like more a better way to understand and give more context, because there's gonna be feminists that's gonna be hitting their screen. Don't break your TV. Don't make me be the reason you break the TV. I'm not responsible for that. You know what I mean? You throw something at it and you break the TV or whatever, or you drop your phone and stuff like that. If you're watching this on the mobile device, um, they're not healed. That's what it is. And a lot of men are not healed too, but the women need to heal more because they control the spiritual realm. So they need to heal more, and also because they have the power of choice, they submit. So they need to heal more. That's why they're the problem. The females, once they heal, they get to the divine. Once they're in the divine, that's synonymous with woman. So now the woman is selective. The woman has intuition. The woman is able to decipher. The woman use proper discernment. They don't just think with their pussy. Just for layman's terms. I don't want to say these college educated words and I'm losing them. I want them to stay stuck. I want them to stay stuck on me so they listen to every word. You know what I'm saying? They're not thinking with their pussy like a man is thinking with his dick. Pause. You know what I'm saying? They're thinking more logical, even if they are aroused. They're thinking more logical because they're in their divine. So females are the problem. They're accepting the soliciting. These dudes are soliciting and they're accepting it. They're accepting handouts, even at a very young age. That's why they could be millionaires at a very young age. You know what I'm saying? They're doing all this fucked up shit because they haven't healed from the other fucked up shit. So now they treating the next like the ex treated them. They the problem. The females. The women are not the problem. Because the women are already closer with God. So they got morals and integrity and those values and principles. They hold themselves accountable. The females are down for whatever. You hear them? Down for whatever? Nah, girl. You tell me down for whatever you need to give me context. A girl told me that the girl told me that the other day. I'm down for whatever. I said to her, you need to give me more context.
So what was it?
You need to be more specific. Because down for whatever, I'll have you doing whatever. I don't want you to blame me later.
I could just I know what you would do. You would make her wash your car.
Yes. Tie me up and have my and do what you want. Okay. Tie you up, I'll put on wrestling. I'll put on football. I'll put on basketball.
No,
I'll go to the gym. I'll be like, yeah, I'll be back in like an hour.
You'll tie the hose to
You wasn't specific. You wasn't technical. Yeah, you said do what I want, so I'm gonna do what I want. I'll be out the house. Stay here in the bed.
To go to the gym.
You don't need to use the bathroom, right? You're good. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna go do what I want. So I'm gonna go to the gym. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go do what I want. I'm gonna go work on my sports cars. You know, I'm gonna watch wrestling and football and basketball and stuff like that. But yeah, it really comes down to the educational aspect. You heal the mind, then you heal the body and the spirit, and then you start to move different. That's what it comes down to. So these men are not incorrigible, even though I did write in my first book, I think 22, they are incorrigible. Like you're in a sense of they're hard to change and stuff like that. But I believe their energy. I believe their energy can change, not who they are. They'll always be a bad boy until they die, but their energy can change because their energy was toxic.
Yeah, I believe that.
So just giving more context, because I didn't give it in the book. Just giving more context and being more technical, they can change in regards to their energy. They will never change. So that's right. They will never change, but they can elevate and ascend. You know what I'm saying? And by them doing that, then their energy changes because they'll always have the bad boy in them.
Yeah.
You know, and like people don't change. So that's why like when we had the guys on here that don't have kids, I asked them the most difficult question. What's the difficult question I asked them? Double-edged sword. You remember?
I think you said a chick with like one body and one kid, or a chick with mad bodies but and no kids, and it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, I asked them that too. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, I would not want a woman with a kid. You know what I mean? Because that's like the father's probably still around. That's gonna take out time from me to see her and stuff like that. Because we're getting to know each other, so she ain't gonna like right away say, "Oh, I'm moving in. I'm moving with you." So that means I gotta go on dates and shit like that. And if the kid live with her, she not feel comfortable with another man, and she's already used to that dad. So I'm thinking of all these things of an infant, not a woman that has grown kids that are ready to be out the house. I date that. But I'm saying like infant, no, no, man. No, no, no. You know, but I'm still gonna pick it if I'm given that choice. Because the hoe will always be a hoe. And you gotta understand there's a lot of less dominance out there. So that hoe's gonna need a dominant to change. And there's not, because a lot of dudes will come in and just settle for the buns, settle for this, settle for that, and let it do. And they'll think that they'll change by giving them everything they want. They'll go back to those whole shit tendencies and activities due to maybe anger, fear, stress, doubt, lack of sex, not getting it from my man, whatever it is. Triggers will ignite that to make her go back, even subconsciously. She'll do it fucking subconsciously. Even a subtle thing, maybe he's piping her down well, so now she makes him the prime owner of that. I ain't giving it to nobody. Back in the days, they didn't know how to dominate me, and I used to have a roster. But the fact that you do it well, I want to come to you. But she still do whole shit, like she got mad at him, so now she posted her booty online. So see, I'm technical. She's still doing it. She's still doing whole shit. So she will always be that. That's one of the reasons why I pick the one body with the kid. You know what I mean? Because she's showing that she about family too. She's showing that she maybe more loyal. Maybe she had 2-3 bodies. She's showing that she's more loyal. And if she's been there for 5 years, 10 years or whatever, oh, so she's longevity.
But did we specify?
The 50-something bodies, that means you had a roster before. Because it don't make sense for a woman to do that. She can't do what a man do. That's intimidating for a feminine woman. She's heavy in her masculine. That's intimidating for a feminine woman to be like, I broke up with you today, I'm out tomorrow. Feminine women think about their survival. So just like a human being, I got bills to pay. I need a job before I leave. So she do the same thing. She get the backup first for survival. So wait a minute. She just got into a relationship and another and another one and another. 5 guys in 2 years. She been had rosters. Oh shit. She could even be a whole shit in a relationship where she has male friends. Oh shit. Those are backups eventually. When you think I fuck up, you talking about you fuck up, nigga. There's dudes that's waiting to pick up the slack. Oh shit. I want you, I don't need you. Oh shit. It's a whole mentality. Feminist mentality. But what were you gonna say?
That when we asked that question to the guys, had we specified on the age of the kid? No, right?
Well, we said children, so we're thinking like maybe 1 through 5.
Yeah, we
1 through
automatically just assumed it was a young child.
Yeah. I'm not making it easy. Why would I make it easy?
No, I know.
Then they would be like, oh yeah, I'll choose the one with the mother and whatever. Every single guy that was single that didn't have kids said what?
The chick with the bodies.
Yes. And why? Because of the kid.
Yeah. Not necessarily because of the kid, but a lot of it was, I don't want to deal with the father.
And the funny thing about it is, none of those guys we brought on that we asked are dominants. So I had to tell them, well, what if she does this? What if she does that? And they were puzzled. They didn't say, well, discipline, I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll eliminate that. I'll take this away from her. I'll do that. But they didn't say none of that stuff. So they would be fucked up there. They'd be miserable. They'd be embarrassed. They probably, God forbid, want to kill themselves because they're in a sexless, not unhappily married thing that maybe somebody's cheating on them and stuff like that, and they gotta tolerate that. You gotta beg your wife for that. You gotta beg your wife for sex, and the only way you could get it is maybe buying shit. You did this. Oh, you didn't get flowers on Valentine's Day? Yeah, you in the doghouse. Oh, see how she dominant with you, and the hoe's gonna be dominant. So see, like it's a lose-lose situation. You're in the better position with the woman with the kid. I'm not saying for you to choose her, but it's just a better situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But like in both regard, it's a double-edged sword. Me, you asking me, I wouldn't want to pick either. But if I had to, you know where I'm going.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Not the whole with the older bodies and stuff. Because even me being a dom, like those tendencies. And if you had that many, 50, 20, 25, 15, if you had like that many, it's gonna be hard for me to implement certain rules. You're gonna keep fighting. 2 weeks will be good, 2 weeks we won't. 2 weeks will be good, 2 weeks we won't. A week will be good, we won't. You'll keep
Mhm.
fighting. You know what I mean? You'll keep fighting rules, you'll keep fighting how you dress, all this stuff, based off what it is. You're not gonna be submissive there because clearly you wasn't for a long time. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be even harder for me. I could probably do it, but that would probably mean I would have to invest so many years. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds tiring.
And that sounds tiring. And I'm not guaranteeing that it's gonna work. See, I'm a numbers guy. I'm about absolutes. So I like probabilities, not possibilities. It's a possibility that I could change her. High probability, not likely. You see, it's a possibility, like a flip of a coin. Maybe. It's not definite. So I'm not going to maybes. I'm not going to flip of a coin. My life depends on this.
Mm.
Future children depend on this. Family depends on this. Legacy depends on this. My image, my reputation depends on this. You think I'm just gonna gamble with that with just a fucking maybe because we're connecting? A maybe? A flip of a coin? No, 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 no. You do a flip of a coin of, yo, who's taking the garbage out? Me and another guy. We're in the workplace. Yo, who's taking the garbage out? Yo, I did it last week, but I did it 2 days ago. All right, rock, paper, scissors, flip of a coin. That's what you flip a coin with. Chores and shit like that.
That's true.
You know what I mean? You don't flip a coin with your legacy. No, you got to think of the high probability or not the possibility. You know what I mean? So that's what I think. So it's just like I always tell guys, go to women that like you. Don't go to women that's making you chase them. Don't go to women. That's what the hoe's gonna do. Don't go to the women that's making you like as you're simping for her, she's making you chase her. Buy me this, buy me that, do this, do that. She's being dominant. She's not letting you lead. She's not letting you be the man. You're chasing her. She's not submitting. So why would you still engage in this? Some men don't know they're doing that. I'm helping them right now. They don't know they're doing that. They don't know what that means. These dudes believe happy wife, happy life. Just taught to be a provider and all this stuff. They're not taught the fundamentals of a man. You know what I mean? So it's like it's putting them in risk for harm. Like I'm glad we brought Sir Ink. He told us the story of his cousin.
Yeah,
Glad we brought him on.
Yeah.
So you could actually see I'm not just talking shit. There's actually things that's really happening.
It's true.
I'm not trying to make this just go in favor of male. I'm not bashing women, quote unquote. I'm not a misogynist. I mean, we gotta say those things because people just that are not healed, they hear certain words, they don't hear everything I'm saying, and they're like, "Yo, he's a bad guy."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's very very important. On an educational aspect, people need to be educated on not just things themselves.
Yes, I agree.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're tuned into one of the most raw, uncut, unapologetic, real, no holds barred, the Discipline Therapy podcast. Peace.